Trial was seen as a signature moment of the Me Too movement. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor live at the Brooklyn Federal Courthouse with the details tonight. Alice.
Rkelly had no reaction as that 30-year sentence was handed down. The 55-year-old declined to speak in court, citing pending charges in 2 jurisdictions. But numerous victims addressed the court. He did not look at any of them. The judge, in handing down her sentence, said the public needs to be protected from his behavior.
I never thought that I would be here to see him be held accountable for the atrocious things that he did to children.
8 people gave victim impact statements. Some spoke outside.
There wasn't a day in my life up until this moment that I actually believed that the judicial system would come through for black and brown girls.
In the courtroom, 7 women detailed their anguish, telling Rkelly he had decades of remorseless freedom. And as Kelly appeared to chat with his attorney as some women spoke, "I can see you're not sorry." One referenced Kelly's alleged childhood abuse. Being abused doesn't give you the right. The judge was also mindful of any suffering he endured at a young age and said, quote, "Even if an explanation, it's not an excuse." Prior to handing down a 30-year sentence, she said he left in his wake, quote, "a trail of broken lives," and had an indifference to human suffering. One woman's father also spoke, asking Kelly to look at him and to also confess. His attorney said he was not obligated to confess. I asked her about this outside the courthouse.
I said he has regrets and he is sad. Nobody wants to hear what he heard today. He's a human being. He feels when other people are feeling. But that doesn't mean that he can accept responsibility in the way that the government would like him to and the way other people would like him to, because he disagrees.
In September, Robert Sylvester Kelly was found guilty of racketeering. It included the sexual exploitation of children, forced labor, and Mann Act violations involving the coercion and transportation of women and girls in interstate commerce to engage in illegal sexual activity.
With the aid of his fame, his money, and most importantly, his inner circle, Rkelly preyed upon children and young women for his own sexual gratification for decades.
Among the victims, the late R&B singer Aaliyah. Witnesses testified about being locked in rooms, having to ask permission to leave or use the bathroom. Others alleged Kelly gave them herpes without disclosing he had an STD.
Today's sentencing sends a clear message that no amount of money or fame is enough to evade justice.
Rkelly must also pay a $100,000 fine. His attorney says they are appealing. Next is his federal sex crimes trial in Chicago. Outside of Brooklyn Federal Court, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
All right, Alice, thank you. And to see a full timeline of the Rkelly case, go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.